Hello and welcome back to the last Flying Spec here. Time for another I+ round, but before we do, take a look at this. I'm on a bit of a heater at the moment. I have 4 ultimate victories in a row. Let's see how many in a row we can get. Hopefully, this is another one. Let's go. Maybe if I get like 10 I+ victories in a row, I'll step it up to I++. I think that's what I did before. When I did 10 impossibles in a row, I went to I+. Okay, so there's some really interesting paths here. Triple elite, if we get the demon claw, is good because you can compound a lot of money that way, and we can still bail out at lots of different points. This is a really good path if we high roll. This path here is just like utterly safe. Shot before the elite, triple event, campfire before the boss. Strong. Who are we offered? We've done a few terrorist runs recently. It's been a while since I've chosen Kasara, I feel. So it might be Kasara, although I do like Flynn Azura. We've done a few shocks. Let's go Kasara Solarath. 2 characters I haven't picked up very recently, I reckon. I've had a few good offline Solarath runs. Okay, so we didn't get the Demon Claw, which is a bit unfortunate. We did get Juicy Mango, which gives you life and trophies, which will help us get through these fights. And then we can cash in if we don't want to go to the next elite to this shop up here. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Juicy Mango. Genie Lamp's also tempting because you could also just go to the shop with Genie Lamp and have 33% more gold, 34. But let's go Juicy Mango. Let's go the dangerous path. All right, boom. Now, one thing I'm open to is stun builds when you've got Solarath because he hits so many times. And also we've got Kasara who's stunning as well. So we're off to a good stun start here. All right, well, we need damage. And Emily fits in really well with Solarath because they're both ethereal damage. So I think I want to do that. I'm just not a big fan of Gauchi, and he doesn't do enough, and at the moment no one does enough, so we might lose if we choose Gauchi. Liam we just did a run with. Eslo we're not really Frost. So let's go Emily. Really strong pick. And here I want max mana spell power, because that goes really well on Emily. You can scale max mana really well, but spell power works well for both her abilities. Really well with Astral Sword. Solarath, I like max mana as well, because the more max mana he has, the more attacks he does with his cast. And then Kasara, I like cast speed so that she can get more of her orbs out, because her base damage is really crispy. So none of these items are suitable. I might spend a bit more time on this run explaining a bit more than I normally do. I've had a few requests to kind of slow it down and explain the general logic. Now for these items, I mentioned spell power, max mana attack speed, mana regen, and then spell power, mana regen. So I'm looking at power stuff here because it fits that quite well. Also, Kasara's damage goes really high with a bit of spell power. She scales really well with spell power. And it's always a good idea to have one character on your team who has negative attack speed in case you get the Shackles or the Shamanic Mixture, which boosts your stats. So power stuff, let's go. And improvised staff, that's the perfect item for Emily because it boosts the damage here and here. And you don't, honestly, if you never cast again with Emily, she's still good. Astral Sword is that powerful. So boom. So far, uniquely, we're off to a spell power start, which makes me nervous because I do want to win streak. And spell power is typically less powerful than attack damage. Now, in terms of positioning, splitting up the enemies here, but also lining up Kasara's orb, which goes to the furthest enemy, to the Nocturnal Spectre who does AoE. This is a bit overkill for this early in the game. Not really required. But you can see here, look at this. She just shot out like one orb and she just obliterated. So now we need a tank. I do like shock tanks. I like Orion quite a lot. I like Neria as well, but she's... is it Neria? Or is it Orion? My Orion pick is really high. I do like Pyro for AoE, but we don't have an AoE boss, and we don't have burns. Pyro's good damage, he's also ethereal, so Pyro fits in really well here, but I think I'd just like to get my tank sorted. I just want to make sure we have that reliable tank there. So Orion is the shielding synergy path, which is okay, and Neria is the surge synergy path, and I think surging works better with spell power, so I'm going to go Neria. Pick an item. So shocks is great, so that's pretty good on Neria to apply lots of shocks, because shocks work well with spell power. Magic Blade's great, because it's slow scaling, but it accumulates quite rapidly on Kasara, and we do want her to be negative attack speed. So every attack won't really happen very frequently. So these items are good enough. I'm going to do a couple rolls because it's cheap. You could consider that on Emily to become a crit spell power character. But yeah, okay. I actually don't mind this item on her, and then you focus on attack speed, and boom, she just scales her own spell power. So that's not bad. Let's consider it. But for now, it's going to be Magic Blade. because Magic Blade on Kisara should really carry us through, even honestly to the boss as well. So probably like 1 there and 2 here, and then just press play. The Kisara is going to shoot an orb at the most damage dealer, which is 1 shot, by the way, which is 1 shot by Kisara's orb. This is why just a little bit of spell power, boom, her damage is like tripled actually with this combination. So heroes, we have a tank. Well, I did say we kind of might want to do stun, and Arya fits really well in there. So does Frost in a spell power team. So let's do that. Cool. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that, but that's okay, not punished. Jade Dagger. Kisara can cast nearly twice as fast if you give her Jade Dagger. So I really like the green Jade. You probably heard me say this 1,000 times now. And now I just want something, I just want the tank to be a bit stronger, so I'm gonna go heavy armor. Really unusual start here, guys. Spell power start, which will drop off really quickly. So we gotta kind of figure out what we're gonna do here. I want to spread out my heroes a little bit because of the AoE here. And we have 12 trophies, which is 3 levels. So let's go Kisara, who's our biggest damage dealer. Let's go you, because switching things to him can be really good. So look at this. Zap. Every time that you stun an enemy, you get spell power and attack damage. Perfect, because these 2 stun, and he will eventually. So there's no way I'm not choosing Zap, even if I switch it on to someone else later. Okay, so Astral Sword does attacks based on spell power, can be really good on Solarath if you get spell power. And there's lots of ways to get that. We're not really a crit build, so critical expertise ain't it. So it's just going to be, and this is lifesteal and we're a spellcaster team. So it's going to be Astral Sword, and we're probably just going to switch these 2 around. Ideally, we can get Zap on Arya, because she's a better hybrid character. She attacks quickly, she better puts some spell power, etc, etc. And then we have 4 more to do. So I'm going to go Emily, because she's one of our bigger damage dealers. So not attack damage, don't worry about it. Not really shield, although this can be okay on someone, like, for example, on Miria. But double ultimate's at least something. This fight's a little sus, but the aggro won't go on Kisara for a while, and that's really what matters here. So she can nearly tap these Nocturnals with 1 go, which is nice. And the stuns lock down the enemies. That was a really good fight. And then you can see here why, like, Magic Blade, although it was a bit of a slow fight, she got 126 spell power from Magic Blade. So she doubled her magic. This is twice the amount of spell power. Because of it. Oh, an early Vengeful Great Mace is really nice, because then it's just 1 character sorted for attack damage, set and forget, don't worry about it. And I think it's too good to pass up here, because we can go to this campfire to upgrade. It's just early enough that I think it's okay. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put that on the tank. It does, by the way, it doesn't matter who you put it on, because you can dismantle it and it retains its attack damage buffing. So you can dismantle it from him, put it on whoever you want, so you're A-OK, which is really cool. It's a really, really neat little trick. I'm actually just going to clump all the enemies together because we have area AoE. So I'm just going to do it this way, and I really like Arcane, to be honest, so let's level them up. Okay, so trigger on surge effects with Onslaught is really good on Miria. Yes, there's the stunning attack, which is incredible on Solarath because he attacks so many times. But I think Onslaught, in combination with Vengeful Great Mace, is a lot of attack damage, which need a way to trigger it. So that dagger, the Surge dagger, would go really well right here. I'll tell you what I mean when we find it. I can't really... It's the item that does attack damage based on Surge level, but you don't actually have to attack. So it's a really good way to get payoff from the Vengeful Great Mace on Miria. So, lost a few heroes, but because of the Juicy Mango, it's not really affecting us. So right now, we're off the shock plan because I kind of like the Vengeful Great Mace Onslaught Ascend path for the tank. We can still keep crit open for Emily. This Bone Knife is quite good on Solarath, but I typically like to make Solarath a utility rather than an attack damager, and we're a caster team anyway. On cast, he gets more max mana, which is actually good because it's more casts here, and they increase their attack damage. So no, I don't think it's Bone Knife. I'll roll a couple times, keep Crystal Mace there. We're not debuff. We are Surge, but not really, like, I mean, that could go really well on Miria in combination with this. Her attack speed will go to 0, but if we have a way to pay off attack damage without attacking, this is broken. Like, this will win the run, especially because of our cast here. I'm definitely going to lock it, but for now, I'll just go Crystal Mace. Crystal Mace Emily, just give us some form of scaling. We're not debuff. Pointing Frost is okay, but it's not great. Leather Strips is pretty good. Regen Ticket's pretty good as well. Regen Ticket works really well on Kasara, pretty good on Neria, good on Arya, and okay on these two. But I think I'm just going to Leather Strips. Just make the team a little bit tankier. And here we can go, actually, we don't need to go through the star. We can actually go to the campfire. This is a really good run. I'm really excited. Okay, so really unfortunate that everything here is attack damage. So we're not summon, we're not burn, we're not debuff, we're not bleed, we're not attack damage, kind of. We could consider it with this, but no, I think I'm already beyond that. Elixir's interesting. Equal to the team's attack damage. Probably not. So what can we upgrade? Oh, so we have to upgrade Vengeful Greatness. That's not on the table for discussion. The question is, can we upgrade these two? Like, that's such a solid upgrade, especially for this boss fight. And this is a good upgrade because it increases the base crit and the amplification from the crit in terms of spell power. So these are both pretty good upgrades. And I think I'm going to be greedy here because we can always bail out to the shop if we need and we're rich. So I'm going to go Magic Blade here. And I'm going to just probably... The fact is, we're going to have a lot of attack damage eventually because of Vengeful Great Mace. So Hellion will give that attack damage to the team, and it's also survivability with Lifesteal, which is the second layer of defense with Leather Strips. So I feel like this is a pretty good start here. Let's put Solar Wrath up here to distract one of these guys because they put out the aura for defense. You get aggro, you get as far away as possible because you do damage based on distance, and you want to line it up with the boss to lock the boss down. Are we strong enough to tab the fight? No is the answer because we've got very limited scaling from Vengeful Great Mace. We're not going to tab the fight, but we are going to press play and regret if we demolish the boss. Yeah, because we're doing really well here because of this orb. Yeah, there you go. That was what? A third of the health with one orb? So now with a bit of mana on Kasara, she's just an absolute unit. And you can see why I like her so much. Okay, Orca Shaps, finally. An item for you, which I'm going to pick up because we're going to eventually want to put, heirlooms or whatever they're called on him. Now, cast speed is really important. Spell power, tankiness. I'm actually okay with the tank at the moment. Maybe a bit of mana to get her casting more frequently. And something for Arya as well. So I think I want to roll. These aren't it. I don't think I can pass up a guard's armor. I don't want to lose life. We're on 39 here. Not feeling too strong. So there's that. So boom and boom. So here, I don't really care about critting, although it does help Emily out. It does help Emily out. It's not awful. I actually don't mind it here. Snell, this is more an added layer of defense, which is good with these two. Like, it works perfectly with these two. We're not Garnet, and we're not freezing. So I'm just going to Shuriken, just for Emily, literally. And I went to this path here so that we could choose what we want to do next. So next up, let's split the aggro here, but we need to separate because of the AoE. So let's go you here, you two here. You can just go off to the side. You get aggro of 2. Yeah, okay, this is it. Bit of a sauce fight, guys. Might not come out of it doing too well. So here we go. Mana Blade. You know I love it. That is a payoff for Vengeful Great Mace on the tank. These two are actually useless, so I'm going to pick this, but I'm not going to pick it right now. You don't need to, because it will do nothing, because she's got barely any attack damage or mana, but it will damage her per second, because that's one of the negatives of it. And because of our positioning, the damage, you can see everyone's on low life, but no one's dead. Like, no one's dead. He came close. So everyone came out of that pretty unscathed, which is good because of the positioning there. So Mana Blade, and I want to switch that on whoever's going to hold the Vengeful Great Mace. Whoever's going to hold the Vengeful Great Mace needs a lot of... Oh, do you know what? Arya could just hold it. She likes mana because of the cast. She scales with attack speed. That could just go here. It would mean that we kind of nullify Onslaught, which is a bit lame. But that seems quite powerful, especially with a bit of mana. So let's do that. But then there's this combo here, which is absolutely crazy. I'm going to do one roll. no bleed, no summon, no attack damage. We're going to go flat. We're probably going to go back to this, find a way to switch this here, because that in combination with this is just, it's bonkers. It's bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. I wish we could give another passive here, because at the moment this is a dead stat. I'm tempted to just leave it for now and greed it, because if we put this on her here, it's like a win the run type of affair. So let's leave it for now. So we want to get that off you. You want everything, mate. You're so greedy. I think Astral Sword on Solarath is better than Zap. Zap doesn't go well on Kisara though, because she's a caster and that extra attack damage does like actually nothing. So really what I want is Zap on Arya. I'll do Zap on Arya, and then I'll do Mana Blade on Neria, and then we can just figure out what we want to do on Solarath later. Unless we get something good here, which is always a possibility. So I'm going to go like this. Now we need to figure out a way to give spell power to Solarath. This is close, guys. We're strong-ish, but we're completely reliant on Kisara. And if Kisara gets locked down by the boss, which she will, we will lose. I think this might be a loss, and we have enough money that we should probably capitalize on the shot to guarantee the win, or at least come close to guaranteeing. Cool, awesome items, cool heroes if you want to switch it up, which I don't. Caster's Cloak is an easy pick here, because it's mana for, actually, it's mana for casting here, which doesn't actually help Mana Blade yet, but it will eventually. I'm definitely going to grab that. Make the tank survive longer. Now, the question is, do we have ethereal damage? Yes, we do. So this is good ethereal damage scaling. So Anchor. Anchor is what I'm talking about. Anchor works really well on Solarath because it's going to bonk the enemy and stun them quite a lot. So let's go. Anchor's just too effective. So we'll grab that. And we'll put it on him immediately. So boom and boom. This build isn't going to pop off until we get Mana Blade on Neria, so it's a bit risky what we're doing, but I think we should be okay. Okay, so ideally, I really want this on Kisara, but I don't think I want it more than Mana Regen, because she needs to cast more frequently. So I'm going to hold off buying this for her. There's some cheap things like this here. This axe goes well on either of these two, because they're both max mana characters, and he bonks, so he holds it really well. And then Arya, I really haven't decided what I want her to be, but I do see Frost Dagger, which is so much attack damage scaling over time, especially for a character that you want to attack quickly. The only thing is, she's the only one putting Frost down the enemy. So if we go back, yeah, we got no Frost generation up here. Brits, no. All right. Well, these items don't really feel it to me. They don't feel very strong. I would like to surge faster, because that's going to work really well with all this stuff here. So I think I'm going to grab this Precious Amulet. Get energy per spell power. Works. It's going to work well on Emily. She can do it. She can hold that quite well. So let's grab that. And then this here is pretty good. I'm also going to grab the Novice Staff, just so that we're stronger moving into the next few fights. Boom. So that goes really well on Emily, because she wants to crit because of the Crystal Staff, and the spell power helps the damage output. And then another one of these. Let's just give that on Solarath so he can bonk more frequently. That can go there for now. It's not the best pairing, but we can always dismantle it later. Aggro here. And he does split damage, right? Yeah, he does split damage. Just clump everyone together. Except for you, which we want to maximize distance, to maximize damage. And I'm going to tab it. Hopefully we're strong enough. This is pretty close, to be honest. I think the tank's strong enough to withstand damage, so I'm going to put a few more trophies in Emily to give her crit chance or spell power, and she got crit chance. So she should be scaling her spell power up quite rapidly here. 160, 170, and it's exponential as well, I think. 170, 200, 215. No, it's not. It's 10 each time. So she's gaining what is it? 8% spell power based on her initial spell power, not the kind of final value. But yeah, we didn't even lose a hero there. I was too busy yapping to even see what was going on. Awesome. So heal 43 plus 40 is still less than the max, so I click that now. Fragment of Truth. Awesome. Now, any heroes you want to consider? Ralph is an auto win, by the way, because his reborn is so powerful, especially if you combo that with Vengeful Great Mace. He'll just like one-shot all enemies. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to, and I really like our team currently. So I'm just going to stick to the team. I'll pick him up but not actually use him. Let's pick up our relic. Oh, cool. So right now, Juicy Mango allows us to go to any path. So we have complete flexibility in doing what we want this act. I like the look of this path here. 3 stars. Handle. That's so much money in healing. Double elite for relics. Campfire to maybe get a better origin. And then a shot before the boss to really oomph the power, if you will. I like this Stilotron because it's fun. But I think Candle has a better payoff here. And then we can pick our final item. So here we go. Oh my god. So Telekinetic Glove is the other payoff for words for attack damage based, but they're not without actually attacking. Words are hard. So this item will mean that we cruise through the next act with Neria. Really strong, but Surge Caller increases Surge Cat, which is great for all the reasons that we're surging, but increases spell power, which is really good on Emily because she's gonna have a lot of max mana eventually. So we'll get that item off Emily eventually, and then put this on her. So these are amazing items. So let's just put this immediately here. And what we can do is now we can do Flail of Surge on the tank. And what I'm thinking now is that she's fixed. She does so much damage. She's a good tank. We surge quickly. We're strong. We're really strong, so it can be risky next act. The thing that we don't have is sustain. So she is going to lose life per second when we put Mana Blade on her here, because that loses 20 life per second, whatever it is. So we need Magic Steel, because Magic Steel heals you based on ethereal damage. So what I'm going to do now is level her up, and hopefully on level 3 we can get Magic Steel, and we do. So Magic Steel probably has now secured the run for us. I think it's going to be highly likely that we win based on that alone. And the beauty is, our tank is our biggest damage dealer who sustains themselves. Now, every other character can just be a utility. You can stun, you can stun, you can stun. That's it. I'm going to tap the fight and let's go. The key here is we need to surge quickly, otherwise Neria's not going to be doing her thing. And she's also only got 6 mana, so we need to be doing better there. Keep in mind, she is the biggest damage dealer, not by much. She's going to get a lot better because every fight that we win is scaling the Vengeful Great Mace. So at the moment, this is the weakest it's going to be, and we didn't even cap Surge. So we have a healthy looking path ahead of us right now. Here, I really want the improvised stuff on Emily because max mana spell power is really good here. I don't really care about Kasara. Like, honestly, that improvised staff, green is really good, but I'm only going to roll like 4 times because we have a pretty dangerous path ahead of us. Actually, that's not true. That's not true at all. We got Candle to heal and Juicy Mango. We can roll quite a lot. I do like Caster's Cloak here again on Neria. More mana is just more damage, which is more healing, which is etc. etc. It's probably good enough to pick here, but I still want to improvise stuff. Not as much as I want a Book of Mana on Arya, because it means more stunning there. So now we need to dismantle like one of these 2 items for this seed, which isn't going to happen up here, by the way. So we might as well chuck that on like a melee character. So let's put that on you. We'll get 2 aggro here, 1 aggro here. We want the boss down there. So 2 aggro here, 2 aggro here. Wrong character. There we go. And we want the boss targeting here as far away as you can while still targeting the boss. And you go there. Perfect. Then we press play and laugh. The boss is locked down from Kasara. Tank is doing their thing here. And we might be able to get away with it without Solarant getting tanked. And yeah, there we go. No losses. And look at the healing we're going to get. 13 life per star elite is crazy. And the gold, this is good. This is looking like another win, guys, and I'm pretty chuffed about it. All right, these items suck across the board for what we're doing. We're not debuff, we're not on cast attack speed. We don't have slots for it for Neria. Not burn and not max life build, so no. We're not max life. We can't fit that anywhere. That's okay for defense, right? The wearer gives 30% of the defense while the hero is capped at 100. What if we make one of our characters a defense utility? What if we make Arya a defense utility? We could do it. Yeah, we could. Then it's going to make our team so much stronger. Yeah, let's give it a go. We'll make rather than making Arya a stun utility, let's make her a defense utility. So we need to get her to 300 defense somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to try. And here we want to switch, but we want to switch Mana Blade on Neria. So it doesn't really matter what we choose here for Neria, but whoever had Mana Blade, which is Arya, is going to get one of these because we're going to switch it. So crits give shield is okay. Increased attack damage for Frost is bad because we're not really doing Frost. Getting shield for max mana, like these are all average. So I'm going to go critical corporation because she's got 20% here. So then I'm going to go, you switch reveal. No. Oh, I wish I could put bonking here. It's so good, but it's nowhere near as good as this. This is busted. And now we just carry on. All right. So, ooh, Ethereal Amplification is very strong with all this going on here. Like Neria, this is probably the best Neria I've ever built, by the way. This isn't like, this is lucky. This is not just like skill or anything. But yeah. Anyway. So, no. Every hero does attack damage based on, that's pretty good. But it would be Neria that does it alone because we're a spell power team. Not shocking. Not really that. Abyssal's good if we degenerated more shield, because Ethereal Amplification just means more damage from Neria. But because we're attacking quickly, I actually don't mind Hellion, because this attack damage is going to go to Emily, who's going to do more, and Solar Wrath, and Arya. It's bad on Kasara because she's negative attack speed, but whatever. There's also Corrupted, and we're going to make Emily a max mana character, which would scale percentage-wise Neria, but we kind of have good percent scaling from Flail and Onslaught, so I don't think so. I think we leave it at Hellion, to be perfectly honest, and we look at Reborns. So we can make it so Kasara doesn't stun. I don't want that. We can make it so this bloke heals. I've never seen that to be very strong. Winning Surge, you gain a stack of Defensive Surge. Every attack, you gain 5% chance to gain Defensive Surge to trigger an instant attack from the hero with the highest attack damage. That's her. This attack does not generate mana. Upon reaching 20 stacks, you gain 100% attack speed. But you don't cast anymore. I actually want her to cast, because every time she casts, she scales her defense, health, and attack damage a lot. So I'm not going to go that. This removes her stun. So these are all kind of bad except for you, because that makes it so you heal more, so you're more of a utility. So I'm probably just going to do that. I'm going to use life, because we're so rich with life moving forward. Probably a little greedy, actually, because I do want to double upgrade as well. That might have been a misplay. But I think we're strong enough to do it, because we are going to another campfire later. And I'm going to do Golden Shield, because I've never actually used that item ever before. So here we go. Right, so this is an easy one. These guys give out an aura for damage reduction, so split them up. Pretty straightforward. Something like this feels good. And then we just press play. So the key here is we need to surge. So if you could surge a little faster so that you can do a bit more damage. Now we're starting to see some results from Neria. And look at her health jump up. It's so cool because as we surge, she doesn't just get stronger in damage because of damage scaling. She also gains max life and defense. So she's a beast. We do want defense. The wearer gains defense equal to their shield. She does gain shield here. That's it. So, that's how we do it. We need to make Arya get as much shield as possible because that's going to give her defense. Then she's going to share that with the team and life is good. Right, so we probably want to do something like this. Here, you two stun them, and then we just press play. Here, we'll suck if Emily dies, because she's our soul surge generation. So we really need her to do her thing. And we're not doing too well this fight. Our damage isn't great. So we need to hurry up and scale the tank. And actually, everyone else's damage is abysmal, because I really did lean into the everyone else's utility other than our tank. So here we go. Cast Amulet is good. Right here. And then we want critting for you, so that you do, every time you crit, the hero gains shield a good turn. So we also want damage. So I think probably musket is good enough here for you. So you crit more, you do more damage, you get more shield. So you get more defense, and then you share that out with everyone else. We just need to make it so you stay out of trouble because you get corruption. Oh. Lots of yapping, but having a good time. Shock no, so we're not summon. We're not debuff. Wing stuff on the other hand. So mana's good here. Mana's good here. Mana's kind of useless there. it's kind of useless there, but it's really good here. So we're definitely going to go Wing Staff. Awesome. You do damage to the furthest hero based on their proximity. So we're going to make Kisara take the hit. It's not going to be Arya anymore, by the way, because Arya has corruption. So Arya no longer takes hits. And you just want to keep people out the way of the beam, because the beam can damage multiple people at a time if they're in the way. And get aggro, and we can give another passive, but I don't think we need to at this point. Yeah, okay, so I'm okay losing one hero in this fight. If we lose two, we're probably behind the curve. That's the way I've always looked at it. Boom, that healing is just awesome. Okay, now we're gonna pop off. So, interesting. I really like Spelldrinker on Kisara instead of the Jade Dagger, but we don't really need to do that. He's already got the Jade Dagger. Surge Caller for sure, but I'm gonna do like one roll to see if we can get anything else that's cool. Not really, Surge Caller. So now we desperately need another improvised staff, Emily. Cool. All right, so you're solved. We can forget you now. So the next character I actually want to do is either Solarath or Emily, because they got the highest upside. Solarath holds passive so well as a utility, so let's do that. Magic Steal is okay. Spell Power's okay. Mana is okay, and so is defense. Like, these are all pretty good across the board. In terms of survivability, I think I would like Magic Steal. So let's just do that and give him another passive. So he's not crit. I don't care about the shielding. Attack speed, something at least, and debuffs every 2 attacks. He's going to be attacking a lot. Is something. So let's do that and do a switch. See if we can get anything better on the other heroes. So double ultimate's useless because she's never casting. You can tell if you press R, she casted twice in that fight, and this needs 3 casts. So she didn't actually even activate at that fight, so it's not doing anything. So I'd rather Magic Potion. It's another layer of defense. It's healing. And she's going to have a lot of spell power from her improvised staffs and her scaling from Crystal Mace. So life is good, feeling strong. Here, I'm actually pretty chuffed that we reborn Solarath, because he should help keep people alive. He's going to go straight for Arya, who has the least life, who also has corruption. Arya is going to crumble. She is going to fold like a blanket. So let's give her... Let's give her lifesteal. Just maybe she survives like 1 more millisecond. Oh, but the stunning's pretty good, actually. Yeah. Solarath is, when he goes off, he locks him down. Yeah, that's great. This is cool, guys. So we got a pretty strong utility team here, and improvised staff is handed to us. We can put Surge Caller on. We now have 2 DPS characters, which is awesome. And we want to do this on you. I don't really like how I'm making my Arya. This doesn't feel right, but I've never used this before, so we'll figure it out. So far, we've got 2 really good characters, one on the YE, one on the way, and then one kind of mid character. So now we just need another item for Arya, and she needs shield, which is just damage, which is attacks and casts. She's not a crit character. None of these look to be doing that. I honestly don't mind a bit of life on her, to be honest. Stone Mace is what I'm thinking. A bit of life keeps her out of that 1 tap range, which you know I love to say. And then we'll go for the relic. So we're not dealing Frost. Spell power to the team's really good, because we're going to have a lot of spell power because of Surge Caller on Emily. However, I don't really want to get... I'd really like our relics right now. So I'm going to go Spellbook and just throw Emily on that every opportunity I have. Okay, so you get aggro of like everyone. You get aggro of 1 person, and then we just press play. I think our stunning should be enough. Neria's really... It's at the point where Neria should be able to carry us moving forward if we can surge faster. So let's just go for... Oh, actually, I just realized. Emily on the Hex node is even better because it's giving her more spell power scaling, which is giving us more surge levels faster. So we're doing all right here, guys. Doing really nicely. Ooh, interesting. There we go. Max life defense. Defense equals... sorry, not defense. Max life shield. Shield gives defense. Max life is good because it's more shield. And more shield is more defense. And words, you know what I mean. Golden shield's going to do its thing better. Look at everyone's defense. It's pretty good. And also, Tri-Blade Whip's pretty good on Solar Wrath because he attacks so much. So if we can find a way to... Let's take a look at him, by the way. Oh my god, his damage is so abysmal. It's definitely not that. He's scaling nothing if we choose that. It's going to be Shielding Ring. And also Protective Staff goes well. But we don't have the item slots, so let's not do that. We'll just go Shielding Ring. Boom. Ooh, I'm actually pretty chuffed that it looks like our strategy for Arya might actually pay off. So let's take a look at what her shield is and defense, and then just try to understand it. We can give another passive to you, so let's do it. Crits give shield. She is critting a lot. That's another layer of defense for her. This would cap her crit chance, which would mean every hit increases spell power, though. And I think we've got enough defense from Hellion leather strips that we don't need critical protection. So let's go Surgican. And unfortunately, we can't give any more passives out, so let's do a switch to see if we can upgrade anyone's passives. So, no. These are all very mid. I did want Zap on you, but we can't really fit it. None of this is on attacks. No. This isn't... I don't think any of these are improvements, so let's just go ahead. And I think we're strong enough to do an elite, guys. Let's be super, super, super greedy. You get aggro of most of the map because you're a tank. You get aggro here. Who wants spell power? Probably you. And you get aggro of the rest. So 2 here, 3 here, 1 here, 2 there. Perfect. Split up. And then we need to protect you. So yeah, look at the... How much do... Oh, we can see over here, 75, 75. That's crazy. That item's crazy good. So even in an over-explained run where I'm trying to teach, I am learning. That is a really cool item. So she's a perfect utility. She stuns. She casts pretty quickly. She even does a bit of damage. Like, she's really good on our team right now. So Solarath is our worst character. Let's see how much stunning he did in the end. 5.7. So he's as good as these two, sorry. Cool. What item do we want? We're not burning. That's mid. These are all very mid items. Christmas tree, huh? Don't really need it. Feeling strong enough to survive. You know I like Psychic Dagger, but we don't really have a minor regen character. I kind of just want something for Solar, so let's pretty aggressively roll for it. Every 3 attacks get spell power based on bleed and shock goes really well with Astral Sword, but we're not doing bleeds or shocks. That's the type of synergy I love on Old Mate Solarath. Let's just roll. I think we can afford it. Minor regen, lifesteal, like these suck for our current build. Apply shocks, give shield based on minor regen. I mean, at least it's something. Attack damage, minor regen. That item goes really well with Onuria, but we can't fit it. I don't really want to roll again. Oh, I could roll one more time. I think we got this, boss. There you go, Gloomy Base, hybrid stats. It's good enough. Let's choose it, and no relic this time. Okay, so spell power is good for the team for Emily, Kisara. Minor regen is pretty good for Nuria, and considering as she's our best character, that's really strong. Mask of Power gives Omni crit, but we're not a crit build. So it's between these two. And how good's mana for the team? Useless, okay, good, great, amazing. Spell power, useless, good, decent. I think I'm gonna go spell power. I think it slightly edges it out a little bit. Let's go. So you go here, you go here, you go here, and you two stay out of trouble because the boss will spawn in the middle when you kill these 4 statues. So you want your weaker characters to be as far away as possible. And then let's see if we can give you... Yeah, cool. So this is close. This will make it so she sustains herself really well. This will mean she casts more. I think I'm actually going to go sustain here. And that's what's play. Perfect. Well, the boss can't even move. The damage is really starting to scale with El Tango. And look at this. This is an interesting way to check it out. We surged 16 times, but she activated her abilities 22 times. So that means she cast 6 times, which means her mana regen is really coming into play here in terms of casting for Flail of Surge, but as well as Defensive Surge. So, and on sword as well. This is some seriously good synergies on the tank. Awesome, awesome. I don't really care for other heroes. I'm pretty happy. Everyone's got like ridiculous defense because of Arya. This build is pretty cool, guys. Wow. We're given some serious options right here. So this is infinite survivability because we have a lot of defense shielding on Arya. So this would mean that the other heroes are shielded instantly. But I think in terms of defenses, we're okay. I really like Mana Forged Wand, but that's better on Ola. And these two, it's kind of like mid. Last Guardian works really well with Golden Shield. So we could plug that on someone and make them invincible. But here, really what I want to do is an item for Kisara or Solarath. I want to get them popping. No. Every 2 attacks per spell power gain mana. We could get a lot of mana on Solarath. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. Oh, do you know what the benefit is? If we get Mana Dagger plus Warden Staff would mean that we anchor hit hundreds of times per battle. That's kind of fun. And I think we're strong enough to win right now, honestly. I think we're nearly there. So I'm going to go and do something a bit ridiculous and choose this for a bit of fun. It's not, I would say it's probably not right. It's definitely not right. So this is the play I would not recommend doing. I'd try to recommend something that's just objectively strong right now, but I just want to do it. It's fun. So we don't need lifesteal because we've got Hellion. Starfish will not have max mana. We don't need shields. I'm actually going to go Flute here because that gives more shielding to old mate down here, Arya, which is more defense for the team. See, we have full taps. We're rich. We have full, like, we're going into this so strong, guys. So I want shots is what I'm thinking. This path looks good. I think we do this path here. It's a little risky, actually, because we can't opt out. We could also do this path here. Star shot, power up, and then another shot for the boss. Let's do that. Double shot seems fun to really like make our build perfect. All right, aggro, aggro. You get up close, you can get aggro with one of them, and then we press play. Cool. Boss locked down by Kisara, as we wanted. This is going swimmingly. Alright, so we don't really need items. I don't really want to roll. Just save my life. Like, whatever. Just carry on. I think I want this more than a campfire, but let's take a look. Because, by the way, it gives money and life. But let's take a look at what a campfire can do. We've already reborn. What can we upgrade? So, what is this upgraded? Why can't I check? Oh, that upgraded's really good. And this upgraded's really good. Okay, so let's go for this is quite a big power spike with those two items. Oh, this doubles the chance to stun. Now, I kind of want to try make Solarath work. It's not correct, but it's fun. So the correct pick, I think, would be probably these two items to make it so we have even more defense for the team. But I'm going to go here. And I'm also going to go... I think the defense is a little too good here. This is fun because of the damage, but I think the defense is more important. We need to keep our team alive so we don't crumble. Let's go to the shop and see what we're given. 50% more spell power is pretty good on Emily, but she's kind of sorted for now. We don't need that. Oh, there's another anchor. I wish we got Mana Blade. Oh my goodness. Wherever you attack, you get mana regen, but the wearer no longer gains mana with attacks. That's even more mana regen Solarath. We could just give him infinite mana regen that has absolutely no payoff. Mana regen gives attack speed, no attack damage, mana regen. So this is quite a good item for Kisara. So I think we're grabbing that for sure. Oh man, I wish I could just chuck everything on Solarath. In fact, I'm going to do this to give him more max mana. Boom. I'm going to buy these because I can, and we're strong enough to win at this point. So let's just go and carry on. It started off as a... Oh, man, do I do it? Because he attacks so much. Let's do it. Let's see how much mana he gets at the end of the fight. He's probably going to cap, come to think of it. This is not correct, but hey, with this combo of things, I'm feeling pretty invincible, especially because the old mate over here giving the team, how much is she? 200 defense. She's capped it. So I'm glad I didn't upgrade Shielding Ring because it wouldn't have done anything. She's already capped defense in the team wide, 200 across the board. Ridiculous. Now, how much mana did you have? 42. You had a lot less than I thought you'd have, mate. So maybe not correct, but whatever. I don't want to roll, so I'm just going to grab something and carry on. Full heal for 100 is pretty good. Passive swaps. Do we have better passives? That's kind of mid. So is this. That's kind of mid now because she gets enough shielding from this. That's good. These are good. That's good on someone else. So maybe I switch these around. Who knows? Let's go for this. And we have plenty of items to get rid of. Reveal. Oh, another item slot. It's obviously this. Who do I want that on you. Let's try and make it work. It's not correct, guys, but it's fun. Let's do it. Reveal. So no Omni crit. You are Omni crit, but you're never casting, so no. Do we care about this there? I prefer Zap on her, so let's do that. Double cast is really good on Kisara because she casts a lot, so I'm going to go that. Man, this is a huge power spike. These are mid across the board for our team. So, yeah. Let's do it. Awesome, awesome. This path, honestly, I'd rather just upgrade a lot of stuff. Let's do it. What do we got here? We don't need shielding. No, we don't need critting. Ethereal gives frost and bleeds. It's a lot. We're going to do a lot of ethereal damage because of these two. And these three are kind of like constantly hitting with ethereal. So bleed and frost does absolutely nothing for this build. So I'm not going to choose it. But it's just worthy of consideration. I don't want to increase max mana. I kind of like Helium. It's not very good right now, but I like it. So I want to keep it. We know that if we increase shield, we're not actually giving out more defense. So this is useless. However, Crystal Mace is a lot more spell power because it increases the crit chance, getting close to cap, and it's going to double the amount she gains over the fight. And here I'm going to rest in case we get Twin Dragons here and it takes us out. Yeah, like this, I guess this goes to show you can still have a little bit of fun with it in the game, even if, what am I trying to say here? You can still have fun in the game, even if it's I+. Like, once you get your groove and you know what you're doing with the team, this is an incredible run. I'm having a good time. Okay, so pretty simple. I want an item for Solarath. This is an upgrade to Kisara, but I think she's kind of okay, because I can do this, which I forgot to do. So let's just get an item, a max mana item for Solarath. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I want some form of mana payoff. There are so many different ways to build him that are so much stronger, by the way. This is a bit ridiculous. This is greedy. We can win. There are a few items that might not actually help us, but I'm going to do it. Oh my god. So, strange bug. This is... I think this was wrong to click, by the way. I think it was actually one of these two, or just leave, because I think we're strong enough to win. We got very lucky, because Steampunk Goggles is stunning, which we're attacking really quickly with these two characters. These three characters are attacking quickly. Get out of here, Ralph. You're not it, mate. So that's really good. And stunning is really good, because now we have Zap on Arya. Arya's going to potentially scale to do some damage. But Strange Bug is really where it's at, because of all this ethereal damage, everyone's healing, and everyone else is doing spell power. That's a crazy pull. That's goated, really is. So we'll go this here. You want to be on the Hex nodes, as always. Hex node, you go on the corner. Play. Just get all aggro on one, because she's got enough magic steal now to really survive. This guy's going to be forever locked down because of Solarath. Yeah, so he's just literally standing there doing nothing. 34 mana. The reason this isn't working, actually, he's got no spell power. So if we can find a way to give him spell power here, he's going to get more mana regen, which is more damage. That's it. That's how we solve. That's all we need to do, guys. Solarath, we need to give him spell power. That is actually all we need to do, and then we're finished. We're kind of finished already, but whatever. Spell power? No. Spell power? Hey! Spell power! Good enough. We surge. That's actually good enough. Let's go. It's not super strong. And in fact, is it stronger than Gloomy Mace? Gloomy Mace is 10 by, let's just say, how many levels? 17? 170. That's 170 spell power. This would be 17 by 4, which is 47, 28, 68 times by 4%. 68. I don't know. I'm going to do this because math is hard. Perfect. It feels quite close, to be honest. Okay, Ice Girl's more spell power. So is Pendant of Power, but we don't have the money to make it work. That would be 2 spell power. Not worth it. So let's just go Ice Scroll. Boom. This is so fun. We kind of just, despite what I said here, I kind of just want to clump everyone together around this boss. I want all aggro to be on you. And then we can give more passives out as well. So let's give a passive to Arya. It kind of doesn't matter here. So does she care about critting? No, she doesn't. Attack damage? She should get enough through Zap, so let's just do that. It's more ethereal damage. And then let's give another one to you. So these are mid, so we'll go Illusionist because it has Surge and Spell Power synergies. And then we have 10 trophies left over, so let's make our tank better. So good. You have enough Magic Steel. You have enough life, so let's go more damage. Play. Let's go. And let's see if the tank can even get below 1 bar of damage on their life pool. They can't. And the blue bar is perfect. Good work, Solar Wrath. There we go. 66 magic mana regen. The combo is working. Awesome. Damage is a little slow, but we're so chunky. Awesome. Having a good time. Oh, wow. Every attack does damage based on debuff. Oh, we're not doing debuffs. That item goes really well in Solar Wrath. So here we only have an item for Kisara or upgrades for the team. So let's roll and see if we can get something. Max mana, attack damage, spell power, huh? What's that? 9 by 12. No, it's not better. It's the same as Gloomy Mace, really. Many Faces Mask? No. It's good, but I don't really see a place for it right now. So let's give it a roll. Healing, shielding, ethereal amplification, defense. Oh, defense. Every 2 seconds deal ethereal damage based on defense. So everyone has high defense because of this. That's okay. Negative attack speed doesn't matter on her because she's never attacking. But it's not good enough. Let's roll. Oh, another Surge Call is crazy. We can put this here. So we need to go to a shop to dismantle. That's actually so good. I don't care about this. I don't want to reduce damage. I don't really want to reduce attack damage here because that's bad for Neria. These are all kind of mid. Yeah, these are all quite mid. Ghost Pepper's close because attack speed's good for Solar Wrath and Emily. But I think I actually skip here. I don't care about shocks. Yeah, let's do it. Strange Relic skip. That's right. And now we want to do the rejig that I mentioned. So we want to dismantle that. Put this on Kisara, that on Emily, and we are golden. This isn't working good enough. Is there a way to make it better? No. It might just be worth getting rid of Warden Staff. And we can put better Orca Shacks on him anyway, so let's go like this. It was a fun idea, but I'd rather just guarantee more stuns. Make him the ultimate utility. Cool. So this fight should be easy because of our stun potential. So let's go you here, you here. You there, because we need you to have the most spell power. And you can go there, there. Perfect. And we got 10 trophies, which let's put that... Let's actually, getting more spell power on Solar Wrath is good because he's percent scaling. So spell power? Oh, we get it. Cool. And more spell power means more damage from Asher's Sword. Cool. Look at the anchors when he attacks. The boss can never attack. My goodness. Interesting. Our damage is not good enough right now. I probably played around too much, but scaling from Emily should be good enough now. And there's nothing the boss can do against old mate here. Let's go you there, you here, you here, you there, and you there. Everyone on you, and items are sorted. Like a little bit of a risky one. You've seen the spec 3 is not paying off. I really should have tried to do something more practical on Solar Wrath. This is not looking great here. We need to hurry up and get to Surge 17, and then we need to rely on Emily for that scaling. We do actually have a high surge level because of the double Emily scaling, double Emily trumpet. So I'm trying to right click her. I don't seem to click her. Doesn't matter. It seems like the scaling here is actually stronger than the bosses, especially for the defense getting given out. There we go. Slowly but surely we win. Now this fight's actually tough because we need a secondary tank, and I didn't think about it. So that's an L. You need a secondary tank to take on this guy here. For this fight, I'm going to make it U. And what we can do is put Kasara here to stun this one. So between the Magic Steel on the node, the stunning of these two, we should be able to lock this guy down. So then the tank gets aggro up here. We take out this guy as fast as we can. Maybe it's something like this. Yeah. Let's just guarantee, let's put all our stuns on the left hand and then all our damage on the right hand. The adds will go to Emily. The tank, the left hand is on the tank. I think we're good to go. We have 2 trophies. We have nothing else to kind of merge together. Everyone's full up on item slots. Yep. Let's do this and press play. Emily should survive because she has Magic Steel from Strange Bug, and she does enough Ethereal damage. So you love to see the left hand in permalock. You hate to see all the adds building up on the right. So our AoE sucks. We did just lose Emily, but the tank should be good enough to outscale everything. There we go. Never punished. Never punished, guys. Got a little close there for an over-explained run. So we still won, which is good. So we're on 5 in a row here, which is awesome. Golden Shield, awesome. Crystal Mace wasn't that great, even with 100% crit chance. So Crystal Mace is probably going to be a skip next time I see it. Neria, amazing. Carried the run, allowed us to do whatever we wanted. Really went hard with the Surge synergies, got very lucky. That's what we needed. We needed Ethereal Amplification. Instead of Hellion, if we had Ethereal Amplification, we would have destroyed this run because most of our damage was Ethereal. All right, well, if you enjoyed the kind of like slightly over-explained greedy run, let me know and I'll do more like this. See you in the next video, hopefully, and yeah, cheers. Bye.